Yeah, and rightly so. A tweet from our own Angela Bishop last night has sparked a discussion in the TV world about what to do with the Logies this year. Ange tweeted, perhaps they should move the Logies to Sydney this year.
The awards are due to be held on the Gold Coast later this year, but after being cancelled last year due to the COVID pandemic, there's still no word on whether they'll go ahead. And this is genius.
Well,
this is genius.
It is not the most important thing in the world. I will preface that by saying, you know, there are lots of other issues that are plaguing our world. However, a very important screen event that was due to be held in February on the Gold Coast has just been announced that it has to go virtual. So obviously there are problems there. And the thing that really occurred to me is the only place where last minute, if you say changes to border controls do not happen, is New South Wales. So if the organisers of the Logies wanted to be able to schedule the event with some degree of certainty that it would go ahead in the manner in which they've scheduled, and it'll have to be a COVID-safe event, but we've got theatrical productions still going on in New South Wales. People are going to the theatre and seeing Frozen and seeing Pippin at 75% capacity and going to rock concerts and so forth. And these are all happening as COVID-safe events. So you could do a COVID-safe Logies with an audience based on those numbers, I would imagine. And unlike Queensland and Victoria, where the other two options, basically, because, of course, the Logies were held in Victoria for a long time and they're scheduled to be held on the Gold Coast, who have a tendency to close the borders at very short notice, they wouldn't have that certainty. So I just think for the organisers, Sydney, but a lot of people actually went ahead and suggested, what about regional New South Wales?
That's what I was thinking.
What about
100%.
Tamworth with its beautiful trek, the Tamworth Regional Entertainment Centre or something like that?
That is a brilliant idea. Lots of regions already recovering from bushfires that we suffered at the start of last year. That would be a great way to bring business to some of these regional centres.
Yeah.
Logies goes ahead.
And
Fun.
it's benefiting the arts community. And I know I've been harping on about the arts community, but they are going to be the last ones to come back in a big way from the pandemic. And all of the extra people who are employed by a production like the Logies, I'm talking lighting technicians, I'm talking musicians, I'm talking hair and makeup, I'm talking costume, all of that sort of thing. It would be great if the event could be guaranteed to go ahead. And I just think for the organisers' peace of mind, New South Wales will be the place to do it. You could even have it at Rudy Hill.
Yeah, you can have it anywhere that's mostly affected, that's been financially mostly affected. It might be a thing. I mean, I don't know. Is the Logies usually in the same place every year?
So it was in Victoria for a long, long time, in Melbourne at Crown. And then 2 years ago, it moved to the Gold Coast. Gold Coast did a deal and said, we're bringing the Logies up to the Gold Coast. And it was fabulous. When we had a great time, it looked amazing. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed it on the Gold Coast. But I just think for the time being, while things are as they are, nothing against the Gold Coast, I just think for the organisers that they'd probably have more certainty if it was held in New South Wales.
I like it. It's a great idea. Head to our Facebook page and let us know what you think.